Imagine a world where fire meets ice, where ancient secrets lie frozen beneath kilometers of ice, and where creatures survive in conditions that would seem impossible. Antarctica is that world, a land of extremes, mystery, and breathtaking natural wonders. From the fiery lava lake of Mount Arabus to the collapsing Thuait Glacier threatening our oceans, from hidden subglacial lakes harboring alien-like life to buried mountains older than time itself, this frozen continent holds clues about Earth's past, present, and future. Join us as we uncover glaciers that shape our seas, volcanoes that defy the cold, and ecosystems that thrive against all odds. Every discovery here challenges what we know about life and our planet. Don't miss a single secret. Like, share, and subscribe to Mysteries of Earth, and embark on this epic journey to the edge of the world. At the edge of the world, where the wind howls with a voice older than memory, and the ice stretches endlessly toward the horizon, lies a land unlike any other. Antarctica. A continent of extremes, untouched by the hand of time, where every crevice, every frozen plateau, holds stories waiting to be uncovered. Here, the silence is profound, broken only by the cracking of glaciers or the distant rumble of shifting ice. To step onto this frozen frontier is to enter a world both desolate and alive, a landscape sculpted by centuries of relentless cold, wind, and snow. Antarctica is the last great wilderness on Earth, a realm where life has adapted against staggering odds and where the planet itself reveals its hidden history. Towering ice sheets blanket ancient mountains, concealing secrets that date back millions of years. Beneath this frozen surface lie volcanoes that seethe with molten fire, glaciers that inch steadily toward the sea, and hidden lakes that have slept in isolation for eons. Each feature is a window into the natural forces that have shaped our world, a chapter of Earth's story frozen in ice. The continent's weather is both majestic and merciless. Temperatures plunge to unimaginable lows, and storms sweep across vast expanses with blinding fury. Yet, for those drawn by curiosity, this extreme environment is a place of endless fascination. It challenges the limits of human endurance and inspires awe at the sheer resilience of life, from the smallest microbial ecosystems hidden beneath kilometers of ice to the emperor penguins braving the Antarctic winter in tight-knit colonies, enduring temperatures that would freeze the unprepared in moments. For centuries, explorers have ventured into this enigmatic land, guided by a mix of scientific curiosity and the thirst for discovery. They have navigated treacherous seas, battled bitter cold, and crossed icy deserts to map the uncharted, unveiling the continent's frozen marvels. Antarctica captivates not only for its stark beauty, but for the mysteries it holds. Ancient glaciers preserving the climate history of Earth, subglacial mountains rising silently beneath kilometers of ice, and isolated lakes that may harbor life forms that have evolved in complete isolation. This frozen frontier is more than just ice and snow. It is a living laboratory, a vault of secrets that scientists are only beginning to understand. It offers a glimpse into our planet's past, a warning for its future, and a testament to the resilience of nature in the face of unimaginable conditions. As we begin our journey into Antarctica, we step into a world where extremes reign and mysteries abound, a place where fire meets ice, glaciers carve the land, and hidden lakes whisper tales older than humanity itself. In the vastness of this icy realm, Antarctica waits, patient, silent, and eternal, ready to reveal its wonders to those willing to brave the cold and lie stand to the stories locked beneath its frozen surface. Amidst the endless whiteness of Antarctica, where ice dominates every horizon, there exists a force of nature that defies the frozen stillness. Mount Arabus. Rising 3,794 meters above Ross Island, this towering volcano is a testament to the planet's inner fury, a place where molten fire dances atop ice, where the Earth's heartbeat is visible in the glow of a never-ending lava lake. In a land defined by frost and snow, Mount Arabus is a stark reminder that even in the coldest corners of the world, the planet's molten core is never truly dormant. Discovered in 1841 by the British explorer James Clark Ross and named after the Greek god of the underworld, Mount Arabus has long captivated scientists and explorers alike. Its summit hosts one of the few persistent lava lakes in the world, a churning, glowing cauldron that ebbs and flows with molten intensity. Lava fountains erupt unpredictably, casting rivers of liquid fire down its slopes, while plumes of gas rise skyward, carrying with them clues to the inner workings of the Earth. For researchers, this volatile volcano is a living laboratory, offering a rare glimpse into processes normally hidden beneath hundreds of kilometers of crust. The contrast between fire and ice at Mount Arabus is both dramatic and mesmerizing. Surrounding glaciers glint in the sunlight, their frozen expanse stretching endlessly, yet in the shadow of the volcano, heat radiates upward, subtly melting the ice and altering the landscape. Scientists study these interactions carefully, observing how volcanic heat influences the surrounding ice sheets, potentially affecting glacial flow and contributing to the ongoing evolution of Antarctica's surface. Every eruption, every molten plume, is a piece of a larger puzzle, revealing how molten rock rises from the Earth's mantle and erupts through its crust. Mount Arabus is not just a spectacle of fire in a frozen land. It is a window into geological time. Its lava lake, constantly in motion, allows researchers to witness the delicate dance of magma and gas in real time, providing insight into the processes that drive volcanic eruptions worldwide. Each shimmer of lava, each hiss of escaping gas, carries the story of Earth's deep interior. The mantle currents, the pressure build-up, the slow yet relentless shaping of continents. Despite the extreme cold that surrounds it, Mount Arabus endures, a fiery sentinel in a world of ice. Its presence reminds us that Antarctica is not merely a frozen desert, but a land of contrasts, where extremes coexist, where fire meets frost, and where the planet's most primal forces reveal themselves in spectacular form. As scientists continue to study its lava, gases, and eruptions, Mount Arabus will remain a beacon of curiosity, a place where the mysteries of Earth's molten heart are laid bare for those daring enough to seek them. In the early decades of the 19th century, Antarctica was a world cloaked in mystery, a vast, icy expanse that few had dared to approach. For centuries, sailors had speculated about the frozen southern continent, its coastlines whispered of in explorers' tales, yet no human had truly glimpsed the secrets hidden beneath its perpetual white shroud. It was in this age of curiosity and courage that James Clark Ross, a British naval officer and seasoned explorer, embarked on a journey that would etch his name into the annals of polar history. In 1841, aboard his ships HMS Erebus and HMS Terror, Ross ventured into the uncharted waters of the Antarctic, driven by both scientific inquiry and a desire for discovery. The conditions were unforgiving. Icy seas that could crush ships, winds that sliced through layers of clothing, and temperatures that tested the limits of human endurance. Yet, amid these hardships, Ross and his crew pressed onward, guided by the glimmers of hope that their instruments and eyes could discern. It was during this perilous expedition that Ross first sighted the towering silhouette of Mount Arabus rising majestically from Ross Island. To the explorers, this volcanic giant seemed almost otherworldly, a dark, smoking peak amidst a landscape of pure white ice, its summit crowned with what Ross described as a restless glow, a hint of the molten fury concealed within. In an era before modern geology and volcanology, this fiery presence in the heart of a frozen wilderness was as terrifying as it was mesmerizing. It was a natural paradox. Fire imprisoned in ice, a molten heartbeat beneath the Antarctic silence. Ross's documentation of Mount Arabus was meticulous. He recorded its height, sketched its outline against the Antarctic horizon, and noted the plumes of gas that escaped from its summit. His journal spoke of awe and reverence, capturing the imaginer. Thuait not only of the scientific community of his time, but of generations of explorers who would follow. Mount Arabus became more than a mountain. It became a symbol of the hidden forces that shape the Earth, a reminder that even in the remotest corners of the planet, nature's extremes persist. The discovery of Mount Arabus opened a door to a world few had ever imagined. It revealed Antarctica not as a uniform wasteland of ice, but as a land of contrasts, of dormant glaciers and molten peaks, of frozen plains and volcanic heat. Ross's expedition laid the foundation for centuries of scientific inquiry, inspiring volcanologists, geologists, and adventurers to seek the secrets hidden beneath its icy slopes. Today, Mount Arabus continues to captivate the world with its persistent lava lake and ever-shifting eruptions. But the story of its discovery remains a tale of human courage, curiosity, and the unyielding desire to explore the unknown. James Clark Ross's encounter with this fiery giant reminds us that Antarctica, despite its isolation, has always been a land that challenges, mesmerizes, and reveals the extraordinary power of our planet. High on the summit of Mount Arabus, a mesmerizing spectacle unfolds, where fire and ice exist in an extraordinary, precarious balance. Here, in one of the coldest and most remote regions on Earth, a persistent lava lake churns and glows, a molten mirror of the Earth's inner workings. Unlike the intermittent eruptions seen in many volcanoes, Mount Arabus offers a rare, continuous display of volcanic activity, a living laboratory that beckons scientists and adventurers alike to witness the raw heartbeat of our planet. The lava lake is not simply a pool of molten rock. It is a dynamic, ever-shifting environment. Fountains of lava leap and arc, casting sparks into the frigid Antarctic air. The surface, glowing bright orange and red, constantly reshapes as new magma rises from deep within the Earth, while cooled crust breaks and sinks into the molten depths. Gas plumes rise steadily from the summit, carrying with them the chemical fingerprints of the Earth's mantle. To stand even at a safe distance from this phenomenon is to feel the immense power that lies beneath the planet's crust, a reminder that beneath the cold, frozen surface, the Earth is alive. Geologists study Mount Arabus with meticulous care, intrigued by the insights it provides into the Earth's molten heart. Each ripple of lava, each eruption, and each gas emission offers clues about the flow of magma deep within the mantle. By analyzing the composition of these emissions, scientists can trace the movement of elements and uncover secrets about the forces driving volcanic activity. In an environment where ice dominates and life struggles to survive, the volcano's constant activity serves as a window into the otherwise hidden processes shaping the planet's geology. Observing a lava lake in Antarctica is an experience that defies comprehension. The extreme contrast between the searing heat of molten rock and the biting cold of the surrounding glaciers creates a surreal, almost otherworldly spectacle. Steam rises where lava touches ice, forming clouds that shimmer in the pale polar light. The scene is both terrifying and mesmerizing, a testament to nature's contradictions and the power of Earth's inner fire. Beyond its visual grandeur, the lava lake of Mount Arabus is a critical scientific resource. Its stability allows for continuous observation over long periods, enabling researchers to model how magma rises, pools, and erupts. Such studies provide not only insights into volcanic activity on Earth, but also inform our understanding of other planetary bodies, from the molten cores of moons to the volcanoes of Mars. Mount Arabus, with its glowing summit and unceasing lava lake, stands as a monument to geological mystery. It reminds us that even in the most remote and inhospitable corners of the world, Earth's forces are at play, shaping landscapes, influencing climates, and telling a story that stretches back millions of years. In the heart of Antarctica, fire dances beneath ice, and in its rhythm lies the pulse of our planet itself. In the remote expanse of Ross Island, an extraordinary confrontation unfolds. The relentless heat of Mount Arabus, colliding with the cold, unyielding glaciers that surround it. Here in Antarctica's frozen heart, fire and ice meet in a delicate yet dramatic balance, a dance that has been ongoing for centuries. This is not merely a spectacle of natural extremes. It is a living laboratory, revealing how Earth's internal energy interacts with the fragile veneer of ice that dominates the continent. Mount Arabus, with its persistent lava lake and frequent eruptions, exerts a subtle but profound influence on the glaciers at its base. Molten rock radiates heat, slowly warming the ice above and around it. In some areas, steam rises where lava contacts the frozen surface, creating clouds of vapor that drift across the icy landscape. Over time, this heat may accelerate melting, carving hidden channels beneath glaciers and influencing the flow of ice toward the sea. Each eruption, each pulse of volcanic energy, nudges the glaciers in ways that scientists are only beginning to understand. The interaction between volcano and glacier is a delicate, dynamic system. While the glaciers act as colossal, moving shields, shaping the surrounding landscape, the volcano quietly reshapes them from below. Heat from the volcano may accelerate basal melting, where the underside of the ice sheet softens and slides toward the ocean. This interaction does not merely sculpt the local environment. It has implications for the broader Antarctic ice sheet, affecting stability, water flow, and potentially the rate of sea level rise. Scientists study this clash with meticulous care, deploying instruments that measure ice thickness, temperature, and movement. They track the subtle shifts in the glacier's flow, searching for signs of volcanic influence. Each plume of gas, each glowing surge of lava, tells a story of energy transfer, of Earth's molten interior asserting its presence against the rigidity of ice. These observations are crucial, not only for understanding Antarctica's present-day dynamics, but for modeling future changes in a warming world. The contrast is stark, almost surreal. Lava glowing red against the blinding white of ice, steam rising from the frozen ground, and volcanic gases drifting into the frigid air. The scene is both beautiful and unsettling, a reminder of the power that lies beneath the seemingly static frozen surface of the continent. It is a landscape of extremes, where the forces of fire and ice coexist, shaping the terrain in ways that are both visible and hidden. Mount Arabus and its surrounding glaciers exemplify nature's capacity for paradox. The volcano reminds us that even in the most inhospitable regions, Earth's internal processes persist, silently altering the landscape over millennia. And as the glaciers respond to these forces, they reveal the complex interplay between heat, ice, and climate, a story of resilience, fragility, and the ever-shifting balance of nature. In this clash of extremes, Antarctica continues to teach us about the delicate, powerful, and often mysterious forces that shape our planet. Deep within the frozen expanses of West Antarctica lies a colossal river of ice, moving silently toward the Amundsen Sea. This is Thuait Glacier, a behemoth stretching over 120 kilometers in length, its immense presence both awe-inspiring and alarming. Often referred to by scientists as the Doomsday Glacier, Thuait is more than a frozen giant. It is a sentinel, a fragile marker of the future of our planet's oceans. Its behavior could determine the fate of coastlines and communities across the globe, making it one of the most studied, yet enigmatic ice formations on Earth. Thuait's immense ice sheet is currently retreating at an unprecedented pace. Warm ocean currents creep beneath its floating ice shelves, melting them from below in a process known as basal melting. As the ice softens and thins, it accelerates its flow toward the sea, contributing directly to rising global sea levels. Scientists warn that if Thuait were to collapse completely, the consequences would be catastrophic. Estimates suggest a potential rise of over 3 meters in sea level, enough to inundate cities, reshape coastlines, and displace millions of people worldwide. The glacier's retreat is not merely a distant phenomenon, it is a visible testament to the changing climate. Satellite images reveal cracks spreading across its surface, ice cliffs carving enormous chunks into the ocean, and crevasses widening under the strain of rapid movement. Researchers deploy sophisticated instruments to measure ice thickness, temperature, and flow rates, seeking to understand the forces that drive this immense glacier. Each observation, offers a window into the hidden dynamics beneath the surface. A delicate interplay of ocean heat, ice pressure, and geological structures that determines the glacier's fate. Yet Thuait Glacier is not just a symbol of vulnerability. It is also a natural laboratory, offering scientists the opportunity to witness climate change in action. By studying the glacier, researchers can model the potential domino effects its collapse could trigger in neighboring ice sheets, revealing how interconnected the Antarctic landscape truly is. Understanding Thuait is crucial not only for predicting sea level rise, but also for preparing humanity for the global consequences of a warming planet. The scene is both beautiful and haunting, a vast expanse of shimmering ice, stretching into the horizon, silently moving toward the ocean. The glacier's surface reflects the weak Antarctic sunlight, while hidden beneath, warm currents undermine its stability, slowly reshaping the continent's frozen edge. Thuait stands as a powerful reminder of Earth's delicate balance, a frozen titan whose actions today echo far beyond the icy wilderness. As scientists continue to study this doomsday glacier, the world watches. Thuait Glacier is a stark illustration of the vulnerability of our planet's ice, a frozen frontier revealing the profound consequences of environmental change. In its silent, relentless movement, it speaks not only of the forces shaping Antarctica, but of the urgent need to understand, protect, and respect the fragile systems that sustain life on Earth. Beneath the frozen surface of Antarctica, hidden from the eye, a quiet but relentless force is at work. It is not the wind that sculpts the ice, nor the sun that warms the frozen plains. It is the dark, hidden currents of the Southern Ocean. These warm waters creep beneath floating ice shelves, carrying heat that slowly erodes the foundations of some of the continent's largest glaciers. This is the phenomenon scientists call basal melting, and it is one of the most crucial yet least visible processes shaping the Antarctic ice sheet. Basal melting begins deep beneath the ice, where the ocean meets the underside of a glacier. Here, relatively warmer seawater flows into cavities beneath the ice shelves, transferring heat and gradually melting the ice from below. Unlike surface melting, which creates pools and cracks that are visible from above, basal melting is silent, invisible, and extraordinarily effective. Over time, this hidden erosion thins the glacier, undermining its structural integrity and allowing the ice to flow faster toward the ocean. Thuait Glacier, the so-called Doomsday Glacier, is among the most vulnerable to this process. Its floating ice shelf acts as a dam, holding back the immense weight of inland ice, but basal melting slowly weakens this barrier, accelerating the glacier's journey to the sea. Scientists have discovered that basal melting is influenced by the temperature, salinity, and flow of ocean currents. Subtle changes in these currents, driven by climate change, can dramatically increase the rate of ice loss. As the glacier thins and accelerates, it contributes directly to global sea level rise, a chain reaction that could affect coastlines across every continent. Even slight increases in the speed of ice flow can have far-reaching consequences, transforming remote Antarctic ice into a driver of global environmental change. Yet basal meltes, Nang is more than a destructive force. For researchers, it is a window into the hidden interactions between the ocean and the ice. By studying the rate of melting, the patterns of ocean currents, and the dynamics of glacier movement, scientists are learning how Antarctica responds to a warming planet. Observing this hidden dance of ice and water allows them to model future scenarios, revealing how seemingly distant changes at the bottom of the world can ripple across the globe. The scene beneath the ice is both alien and mesmerizing. Dark ocean currents swirling silently under kilometers of solid ice, slowly carving channels and hollows into a frozen landscape that has existed for millennia. Here, in this hidden world, nature demonstrates its power, patience, and precision. Basal melting is a reminder that even the coldest, most remote places on Earth are not immune to the forces of change. As Antarctica's glaciers continue to thin and retreat, The secrets of basal melting stand as a stark warning. It is a force unseen, yet unstoppable. A quiet sculptor shaping the future of the ice and the seas beyond. Understanding it is not merely a scientific pursuit. It is a vital step toward predicting the fate of our planet in a warming world. Stretching across the frozen expanse of West Antarctica, Thuait Glacier looms like a colossal river of ice, its surface shimmering under the pale Antarctic sun. Beneath this immense glacier lies a story not only of ice, but of life, oceans, and the fragile balance of our planet. Scientists call Thuait a critical tipping point, and for good reason. Its frozen mass holds the potential to reshape coastlines and redefine the limits of human habitation across the globe. Glaciers, in their silent grandeur, are far more than frozen wastelands. They are the planet's reservoirs, storing vast amounts of fresh water that regulate ocean currents and stabilize global sea levels. When these glaciers retreat, they release water into the Southern Ocean, subtly altering salinity, density, and circulation patterns that reach far beyond Antarctica. Thuait Glacier, in particular, flows into the Amundsen Sea, a gateway that connects the ice of West Antarctica with the world's oceans. The rapid retreat of this glacier is not merely a local phenomenon, it is a global signal, a warning of the cascading effects climate change can trigger. The danger lies in the glacier's enormous size and its vulnerability to both atmospheric warming and oceanic heat. Basal melting beneath its floating ice shelves weakens its structural integrity, while thinning ice from the surface allows it to accelerate. Scientists warn that should Thuait collapse, the resulting sea level rise could exceed 3 meters, inundating coastal cities, displacing millions of people, and triggering profound socio-economic consequences worldwide. It is a stark reminder that the frozen continent, seemingly remote and isolated, is intimately connected to human life thousands of kilometers away. Yet Thuait Glacier also serves as a natural laboratory. Its rapid changes provide scientists with an unprecedented opportunity to understand the mechanisms driving ice loss and sea level rise. Through satellite imagery, ice-penetrating radar, and field expeditions, researchers are piecing together a portrait of a glacier in motion, revealing the complex interplay between ice, ocean, and climate. Each measurement, each discovery, deepens our understanding of how sensitive the Earth's climate system truly is. In the shadow of this massive ice river, one realizes that glaciers are not merely passive landscapes, but active participants in the global climate system. They are sentinels, silently recording the history of the planet's temperature, precipitation, and atmospheric conditions over millennia. Thuait Glacier, in its immense and vulnerable majesty, embodies both the fragility and resilience of our world. As the ice continues to melt, Thuait challenges humanity to confront the consequences of our changing climate. Its story is urgent, a chilling reminder that the decisions made today echo across oceans, into the homes of millions, and into the very future of the planet. The frozen giants of Antarctica may seem distant, yet their fate is intertwined with ours, a frozen mirror reflecting the fragile balance of life on Earth. In the vast frozen wilderness of Antarctica, life exists against all odds. Here, where temperatures plummet to unimaginable lows and winter darkness stretches for months, survival is not a mere challenge, it is a triumph. Amid the endless expanse of ice and snow, a remarkable cast of resilient creatures has adapted to one of the harshest environments on Earth. They are the true survivors of the frozen continent, a testament to the extraordinary ingenuity of nature. The emperor penguin, standing tall on the icy plains, embodies the spirit of endurance. These remarkable birds are the only penguin species to breed during the Antarctic winter, enduring temperatures as low as -60 degrees Celsius. Huddling together in massive colonies, they form living shelters, their collective warmth shielding them from the relentless winds. Beneath their dense plumage, a thick layer of fat insulates them, while their streamlined bodies allow them to dive with precision into the icy waters in search of fish and krill. Each emperor penguin is a study in resilience, a creature perfectly sculpted by evolution to thrive where few others can. Seals, too, carve a life from the ice-bound seas. The Weddell seal, with its sleek body and impressive diving ability, plunges hundreds of meters beneath the surface, navigating an underwater world as cold and dark as the land above. Blubber thick enough to withstand the frigid waters, coupled with an ability to slow its metabolism during long dives, allows it to hunt in conditions that would freeze the unadapted in an instant. Leopard seals, guardians of the Antarctic waters, patrol the edge of the ice, efficient predators in a world where food is scarce, and every meal is earned through skill and precision. But survival in Antarctica is not solely a story of physical adaptations. It is also a story of behavioral brilliance. Many species have evolved intricate strategies for breeding, hunting, and migration, ensuring that life continues despite the harshest winters and the brief, intense summers. From the delicate krill that form the backbone of the food chain to the majestic blue whales that glide through the Southern Ocean, each species plays a role in the delicate balance of this ecosystem. Yet, as the climate warms and ice sheets retreat, these resilient creatures face new challenges. Changes in sea ice and melting glaciers threaten feeding grounds and breeding colonies, testing the limits of adaptations honed over millennia. Studying Antarctic wildlife provides not only a window into survival under extreme conditions, but also a stark reminder of the fragility of ecosystems in a changing world. In the frozen silence of Antarctica, where life clings to existence with astonishing determination, these animals are both survivors and teachers. They reveal the extraordinary possibilities of adaptation, the resilience of life, and the delicate connections that bind species to their environment. From the emperor penguins marching across the ice to seals slicing through icy waters, Antarctica's wildlife continues to inspire awe, a living proof that life endures even in the coldest corners of our planet. In the vast, icy plains of Antarctica, where winter's darkness lasts for months and temperatures plunge to unimaginable lows, a remarkable story of endurance unfolds. The emperor penguin, the largest and most iconic of all penguin species, faces these extremes with an elegance and resilience that defy belief. Here, in a land of relentless cold and blinding wind, life persists through an extraordinary cycle of survival and reproduction. As winter sets in, the Antarctic landscape transforms into a frozen wilderness, unyielding and stark. Snowdrifts sweep across endless plains, and the wind bites with ferocity. Yet emperor penguins begin one of the most perilous endeavors in the animal kingdom: breeding. Unlike any other penguin, they lay their eggs in the dead of winter, exposing themselves to the harshest conditions on Earth. The male penguins endure temperatures as low as -60 degrees Celsius, incubating the precious eggs atop their feet, sheltered beneath thick folds of skin, while females journey across treacherous ice in search of food for the coming months. The huddling behavior of emperor penguins is a marvel of collective survival. Thousands of individuals press together, forming a living shield against the Antarctic cold. Each penguin constantly shifts, moving from the edges of the huddle to the center and back, ensuring that all members share the warmth. This dynamic choreography is a matter of life and death. Those on the edges face frostbite and wind chill, while those in the center benefit from relative warmth. The huddle becomes a pulsating, breathing entity, a testament to cooperation and the instinctive wisdom of these creatures. Survival in this frozen expanse is measured in moments of resilience. The males must endure weeks without food, sustaining themselves solely on fat reserves while protecting the future of the species. Females, after returning from the ocean, must immediately feed their chicks, continuing the delicate balance between nourishment and survival. It is a rhythm of sacrifice, endurance, and astonishing adaptation, where every decision is crucial and the environment allows no room for error. Yet, the emperor penguin is more than a symbol of endurance. It is an emblem of life's adaptability. Its feathers and thick layer of blubber provide insulation against the merciless cold, while its keen social instincts enable survival in a landscape that would annihilate most other creatures. Each year, the cycle repeats, a dance between life and the harsh Antarctic winter, revealing the remarkable determination of this species to thrive where few others could. Observing the emperor penguins huddled against the wind, cradling eggs and tending to chicks, one cannot help but be awed by the power of adaptation. They remind us that even in the harshest, most inhospitable corners of the Earth, life finds a way. Antarctica's winter is brutal, unforgiving, and silent. But in the midst of its icy expanse, emperor penguins breathe life into the frozen world, teaching us the extraordinary lengths to which nature will go to endure. Beneath the frozen surface of Antarctica's oceans, a hidden world thrives, a realm where survival demands extraordinary adaptation. Here, the seals of the Southern Ocean reign as silent masters of the icy depths, gliding through waters colder than most life could endure. Their sleek, torpedo-shaped bodies are perfectly designed for both power and grace, allowing them to hunt, evade predators, and navigate a realm defined by extremes. Among the most remarkable of these creatures is the Weddell seal, known for its astonishing diving ability. With a single breath, it can plunge hundreds of meters into near-freezing waters, exploring underwater caves beneath the ice in search of fish, squid, and krill. Every dive is a calculated risk, as oxygen is finite and the darkness around them absolute. Yet, their bodies are equipped for this challenge. A thick layer of blubber insulates against the cold, and their blood carries oxygen more efficiently than most mammals, allowing them to remain submerged for remarkable lengths of time. Life in the Antarctic Ocean is not only about survival, it is a delicate balance of hunting, reproduction, and adaptation. Seals navigate shifting ice flows, avoiding predators like killer whales and leopard seals, while simultaneously raising their pups on drifting ice. For mother seals, the task is monumental, nurturing a newborn in temperatures that plummet well below freezing, often on ice that shifts beneath them. The pup's survival hinges on the mother's ability to nurse it with rich, fatty milk that rapidly builds insulating blubber, preparing the young seal for life in an unforgiving environment. Seals also play a critical role in Antarctica's ecosystem. As predators, they regulate populations of fish and squid, maintaining the delicate balance of the marine food web. Their movements and migrations influence the flow of nutrients and their prey. Senses serves as an indicator of ocean health. In many ways, seals are the heartbeat of the Antarctic seas, a living testament to life's resilience and ingenuity. Yet survival is never guaranteed. Climate change threatens these masters of the frozen ocean. As sea ice retreats and waters warm, hunting grounds shrink, and the delicate balance of predator and prey is disrupted. Seals must adapt once again, navigating a world that is changing faster than their evolutionary instincts can keep pace. Observing them, gliding effortlessly through the icy water or hauled out on glistening ice floes, we see both the power of adaptation and the fragility of life in extreme conditions. In the frozen expanse of Antarctica, seals are not merely survivors. They are specialists, perfectly attuned to a world of ice and shadow. Every dive, every hunt, every careful step on shifting ice is a demonstration of resilience. They remind us that life, even in the most inhospitable corners of the planet, is both tenacious and extraordinary, a silent testimony to the enduring mysteries of the frozen continent. Beneath the thick, unbroken ice of West Antarctica lies a world almost entirely hidden from human eyes. The Ellsworth subglacial highlands, ancient peaks buried beneath more than 4,000 meters of ice, stretch silently across the frozen continent, untouched for millions of years. To the naked eye, Antarctica appears as a flat, endless expanse of white. But below, these mountains whisper the story of a planet long before it was frozen, a land shaped by fire, tectonics, and time. The Ellsworth Highlands are more than just geological formations. They are a portal to Earth's ancient past. Scientists believe these mountains predate the ice sheet that now buries them, remnants of landscapes formed hundreds of millions of years ago when Antarctica was part of the supercontinent Gondwana. Radar surveys and satellite imagery have revealed the contours of jagged peaks and valleys, a hidden topography that may rival mountain ranges visible on any other continent. What secrets lie within these buried mountains remain largely unknown. Beneath the ice, rocks may preserve fossils of plants or creatures from an era when Antarctica was temperate, a land of forests and rivers rather than ice and snow. These fossils could offer extraordinary insights into Earth's prehistoric climate, ecosystems, and the tectonic shifts that eventually drove the continent to the poles. Each fragment of rock holds the potential to rewrite our understanding of Antarctica's ancient environment. The challenges of studying the Ellsworth Highlands are as extreme as the landscape itself. Ice-penetrating radar, seismic surveys, and satellite observations are among the few tools capable of probing the hidden peaks without disturbing the fragile environment. Yet despite these technological advances, much of the region remains a mystery. A frozen archive, preserved beneath kilometers of ice, inaccessible to the warmth of human curiosity. Beyond their geological and historical importance, the Ellsworth Highlands may also play a role in today's climate. As the Antarctic ice sheet responds to global warming, meltwater may flow over or around these buried mountains, affecting ice dynamics and the stability of the surrounding glaciers. Understanding the highlands' structure is not just a matter of scientific curiosity. It is critical to predicting how the Antarctic ice sheet will behave in a warming world and how that could influence global sea levels. The Ellsworth subglacial highlands remind us that beneath Antarctica's serene, frozen surface lies a dramatic, dynamic world. Hidden peaks, ancient rocks, and frozen secrets stand as a testament to the Earth's deep history, a story locked away beneath ice for millions of years. As technology continues to unveil this hidden world, we are offered a glimpse into landscapes that have survived untouched since a time long before humans walked the Earth. A silent monument to the power of nature, time, and the enduring mysteries of our planet. Beneath Antarctica's vast frozen surface lies a world that few have glimpsed, and even fewer have begun to understand. Far from the blinding white plains of snow and ice, ancient rocks and fossils lie trapped in a timeless embrace, holding the silent story of a continent long before it was encased in ice. These hidden remnants are fragments of Earth's distant past, preserved under kilometers of ice, waiting to reveal the secrets of prehistoric ecosystems, warmer climates, and the evolution of life itself. Millions of years ago, Antarctica was not the barren, frozen expanse we know today. It was a thriving landscape, rich with forests, rivers, and diverse life forms. Fossils buried deep beneath the ice, of plants, insects, and even vertebrates, offer tantalizing glimpses of this lost world. Each fossil is a window into a climate vastly different from the one that grips the continent today, a climate where life flourished under sunlight that bathed the land for months at a time. Scientists believe that studying these ancient remains could illuminate how ecosystems adapted to changing climates, how species evolved, and how Antarctica's environment transformed over eons. The rocks beneath the ice also tell a story of tectonic movements and geological transformations. Layers of sediment, volcanic deposits, and crystalline formations record the rise and fall of mountains, the splitting and drifting of continents, and the forces that shaped not only Antarctica but the entire planet. These hidden landscapes act as a geological archive, preserving the memory of eras that predate the ice sheet and offering clues to the supercontinents that existed before Gondwana's final assembly. Accessing these secrets is no small feat. Thick ice shields these ancient treasures from direct observation, demanding the use of ice-penetrating radar, deep drilling, and careful satellite imaging. Each expedition risks contamination, yet the rewards are unparalleled. The chance to uncover fossilized flora and fauna that have lain untouched for millions of years, and the ability to piece together the climate history of a continent that today seems inhospitable and lifeless. But beyond the scientific curiosity, these buried records hold lessons for the present and future. By understanding how Antarctica responded to past climate changes, how ecosystems collapsed, shifted, or adapted, researchers can better predict the consequences of our modern warming world. These ancient rocks and fossils are not just relics. They are guides, telling us how life and climate have always been intertwined and how fragile yet resilient our planet can be. In Antarctica, every buried stone, every fossil, every sediment layer is a key to unlocking Earth's hidden narrative. They reveal a continent that was once alive with green, a world that endured dramatic shifts, and a story of transformation that continues beneath the ice today. The secrets of Antarctica's ancient past are silent but profound, a reminder that beneath the frozen exterior lies a dynamic history, preserved in stone and waiting for us to uncover it. Deep beneath the endless ice of East Antarctica lies one of the most enigmatic landscapes on Earth, the Gamburtsev Mountains. Hidden under more than 2 miles of ice, this colossal mountain range rivals the Himalayas in scale, yet it remains largely invisible to the world above. For decades, scientists have been captivated by the mystery of these buried peaks, mountains that have existed for hundreds of millions of years, yet whose slopes, valleys, and summits are concealed beneath a frozen mantle that seems eternal. The discovery of the Gamburtsev Mountains in the 1950s marked the beginning of an era of intrigue. Surveying the continent with radar and seismic measurements, researchers realized that beneath the ice lay an ancient range, untouched by human presence, isolated for eons. The mountains are thought to be remnants of Earth's early geological history, formed during the assembly of the supercontinent Gondwana. Their existence beneath such thick ice presents a paradox. How did such colossal peaks remain intact while ice sheets thousands of meters thick accumulated above them? Studying the Gamburtsevs requires technological ingenuity. Ice-penetrating radar, seismic surveys, and satellite imaging allow scientists to peer through the layers of ice, revealing hidden valleys, peaks, and subglacial lakes that sculpt the mountain's surface. Each measurement uncovers a piece of the puzzle, showing how these mountains influence the flow of ice above them. The ice does not simply blanket the range. It interacts with the topography, shaping glaciers, affecting subglacial hydrology, and ultimately playing a crucial role in the stability of Antarctica's ice sheet. Beyond their size and mystery, the Gamburtsev Mountains hold clues to the continent's climatic and geological past. Rocks embedded deep beneath the ice could contain evidence of ancient ecosystems, fossilized life, and mineral compositions that tell a story of a time when Antarctica was warm and green. The mountains may even provide insight into the mechanisms that allowed such massive ranges to survive glaciation over millions of years. Understanding their formation and resilience could illuminate Earth's tectonic evolution, revealing the forces that sculpt continents and drive climate shifts on a planetary scale. Yet, despite the progress of modern science, much remains unknown. The Gamburtsev Mountains are a reminder of the limits of human exploration, a testament to a world so remote and hostile that its greatest features remain out of sight. Their hidden valleys, ridges, and peaks are like chapters of a book we have only just begun to read, waiting for daring explorers and pioneering technologies to uncover them. The Gamburtsevs are more than ice-covered mountains. They are silent witnesses to Earth's deep history. They embody the intersection of mystery, science, and adventure, reminding us that even on a planet we think we know, entire landscapes remain concealed, their secrets frozen, waiting to be discovered beneath the unyielding Antarctic ice. Beneath the frozen expanse of East Antarctica lies a world hidden from time itself. Lake Vosto, a vast subglacial lake buried beneath over 4 kilometers of ice, has remained untouched for millions of years, isolated from the atmosphere and the sunlight above. It is a place of extremes. Temperatures plummet well below freezing, pressures rise to unimaginable levels, and yet, deep within this alien environment, life may persist in forms unlike anything we have seen on the surface. Discovered in the 1950s through ice-penetrating surveys, Lake Vosto remained a mystery for decades. Its waters are trapped beneath an impenetrable layer of ice, sealed off from the outside world, forming one of the last remaining pristine ecosystems on Earth. Scientists liken it to an alien planet, a liquid oasis hidden under kilometers of ice, where life, if it exists, must endure conditions that seem inhospitable by all earthly standards. In 2012, daring drilling missions finally pierced the frozen ceiling above Lake Vosto. Researchers collected water and sediment samples, braving the risk of contaminating an ecosystem that had evolved in complete isolation. What they found suggested the tantalizing possibility of ancient microbial life, thriving in darkness, cold, and pressure that would kill most organisms. These microbes may have survived millions of years without sunlight, adapting to chemical energy sources in a world frozen in time. Each discovery from Lake Vosto not only expands our understanding of life on Earth, but also raises profound questions about life beyond it, offering clues about the potential for organisms to exist on icy worlds such as Europa or Enceladus. Lake Vosto is not merely a scientific curiosity. It is a window into Earth's deep history. Its water may hold sediments from epochs long before Antarctica froze, preserving chemical records of past climates, glacial advas, NCs, and ancient ecosystems. Studying this subglacial lake allows scientists to reconstruct a time when the continent was warmer, greener, and teeming with life, a stark contrast to the icy expanse that envelops it today. Yet the lake remains shrouded in mystery. We cannot see its depths, cannot walk along its shores, and cannot fully understand the complex interplay of ice, water, and geology that sustains it. Every new mission reveals more questions than answers, hinting at a hidden world that defies human comprehension. It is a place of wonder, a frozen frontier where the ordinary rules of life and survival are rewritten, and where the planet's most ancient secrets remain locked away beneath layers of ice. Lake Vosto stands as a reminder of the resilience of life and the vast unknown still hidden on our planet. It is a silent testament to Earth's capacity for mystery, a frozen laboratory that challenges our imagination, and a beacon for future explorers who dare to uncover the alien worlds concealed beneath Antarctica's ice. Beneath the frozen surface of Antarctica, in lakes sealed off for millions of years and ice layers thicker than mountains, life clings to existence in ways that challenge our understanding of biology. In these subglacial refuges, isolated from sunlight, oxygen, and the surface world, microbial life has found a way to endure, slowly, persistently, and remarkably. Scientists are beginning to uncover these hidden ecosystems, offering not only a glimpse into life on our own planet, but also clues about the potential for life beyond Earth. These extreme environments are defined by conditions that would be lethal to most known organisms. Temperatures plunge far below freezing, and pressures soar under kilometers of ice. Nutrients are scarce, and energy is derived not from sunlight, but from chemical reactions with rocks, sediments, and dissolved minerals in the water. In this frozen darkness, microbes have evolved extraordinary survival strategies. Some slow their metabolism to near dormancy, persisting for millennia. Others extract energy from chemicals that seep through the ice, thriving where we might expect life to be impossible. The subglacial lakes, such as Lake Vosto and other hidden reservoirs beneath Antarctica, are natural laboratories for studying resilience and adaptation. Each discovery of microbial life confirms that life can persist in isolation, surviving extreme cold, crushing pressure, and nutrient scarcity. These findings also hold profound implications for astrobiology. If microbes can survive in the depths of Antarctica, could similar life forms exist beneath the ice of Europa, Enceladus, or other icy moons in our solar system? Antarctica's hidden lakes may serve as earthly analogues for these distant worlds, showing how life could endure where light and warmth are absent. Studying these microbes is not just a search for novelty, it is a journey into Earth's ancient past. Some subglacial ecosystems have been sealed for millions of years, preserving lineages that date back to epochs before the Antarctic ice sheet fully formed. Their survival strategies offer insight into evolutionary innovation under extreme stress, revealing the biochemical flexibility and resilience that underpin life itself. Yet these environments are delicate. Human exploration and climate-induced ice melting could disrupt ecosystems that have persisted in isolation for eons. Scientists must proceed with extraordinary caution, using sterile drilling techniques and careful sampling to prevent contamination. Each expedition into these lakes is a balance of discovery and preservation, a careful negotiation with one of Earth's final frontiers. In extreme isolation, life endures. In darkness and cold, it thrives. Antarctica's subglacial lakes remind us that the boundaries of life are far broader than we once imagined. From the tiniest microbes beneath kilometers of ice to the possibility of life on distant moons, these hidden worlds challenge our imagination, inviting us to reconsider what it truly means to survive, and perhaps even flourish, in the harshest conditions on Earth or beyond. Deep within the frozen heart of East Antarctica, where the wind howls across a desolate expanse and the ice stretches uninterrupted for hundreds of kilometers, lies one of the planet's most mysterious and largely unexplored features, the Denman Glacier Trench. Stretching across the continent like a hidden scar in the frozen landscape, this immense glacier trench plunges to depths that defy comprehension. In some regions, it sinks more than 3,500 meters below sea level, carving a shadowed abyss even deeper than the Grand Canyon. Yet despite its staggering scale, Denman remains shrouded in secrecy, a frozen frontier that has eluded detailed exploration for decades. Formed over millions of years, the trench is the product of a delicate balance between ice flow, tectonic activity, and climate. Thick glaciers, moving inexorably under the weight of their own mass, have carved this colossal channel into the underlying bedrock. Tectonic forces may have shaped the foundations beneath it, creating a hidden landscape of valleys, ridges, and depressions now sealed beneath kilometers of ice. To the casual observer, Denman is just another stretch of white in an endless continent. But to scientists, it represents a profound opportunity, a natural archive of Earth's geological and climatic history. Beneath the ice, secrets await. Scientists speculate that ancient fossils could lie preserved in the trench, remnants of an Antarctica far different from the frozen desert we know today, a land once warmer, lush, and teeming with life. Subglacial lakes may be trapped within its depths, isolated for millions of years, holding microbial ecosystems that have adapted to extreme cold and pressure. Each crevasse and depression could harbor clues to Earth's past climates, tectonic shifts, and the evolution of life under conditions thought inhospitable. Yet, the Denman Glacier Trench is not merely a relic of the past. It plays an active role in Antarctica's present and future. Warm ocean currents reach beneath the floating ice shelves, melting the glacier from below, a process known as basal melting. This destabilization allows ice to flow more rapidly into the sea, contributing to rising global sea levels. In this way, the trench is not only a frozen abyss, but a crucial player in understanding climate change and its global consequences. Exploration of Denman is fraught with peril. Temperatures can plummet below 50 degrees Celsius, and ferocious katabatic winds sweep across the ice, making human presence extraordinarily difficult. Yet modern technology, satellite imagery, ice-penetrating radar, and autonomous subglacial probes is slowly revealing the contours of this hidden world. Each discovery brings tantalizing hints of what lies beneath, from hidden lakes to the secrets of ice dynamics, waiting patiently under layers of ice that have stood for millennia. The Denman Glacier Trench is a reminder of the raw, uncharted power of Antarctica. A hidden abyss beneath one of the coldest continents on Earth, it challenges scientists to venture beyond the known, to uncover the stories preserved in ice and stone. In the silence of this frozen world, mysteries lie dormant, waiting for humanity's curiosity to reach into the shadows and reveal the ancient truths of our planet. Antarctica, the vast frozen continent at the bottom of the world, may appear isolated and remote, but its influence extends far beyond its icy borders. Beneath its seemingly endless expanses of snow and ice lie forces that shape the planet's climate, ocean currents and ecosystems. As glaciers grind slowly toward the sea, and subglacial lakes sit trapped beneath kilometers of ice, Antarctica acts as both a guardian and a regulator of the Earth's delicate balance, quietly orchestrating the rhythms of the global climate system. The ice sheets of Antarctica hold a staggering quantity of frozen water, enough that, if fully melted, global sea levels would rise by over 60 meters. Even small changes, however, ripple across continents. As glaciers like Thuait and Gamburtsev retreat, they release massive volumes of fresh water into the Southern Ocean, altering its salinity and density. These changes disrupt ocean currents, including the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, a vital conveyor belt that circulates heat and nutrients around the globe. Shifts in these currents can influence weather patterns thousands of kilometers away, affecting monsoons, hurricanes, and the productivity of distant marine ecosystems. Subglacial lakes, hidden beneath miles of ice, also play a subtle but critical role. As ice above them thins and melts, these isolated bodies of water slowly release trapped heat and minerals, affecting how glaciers slide toward the sea. Their interactions with the overlying ice can accelerate the flow of ice sheets, intensifying contributions to sea level rise. Scientists study these lakes not only to understand the mechanics of ice movement, but also to trace how Antarctica has historically responded to natural climate changes, offering clues to what the future may hold in a warming world. The continent's ice acts as a mirror, reflecting solar radiation back into space, helping to regulate global temperatures. As Antarctic ice melts, darker ocean and land surfaces are exposed, absorbing heat and further accelerating warming, a phenomenon known as the albedo effect. This feedback loop underscores Antarctica's integral role in maintaining climate stability. The continent is not just a passive observer of change, it is a dynamic participant in the planet's climate machinery. Humanity's survival is intimately tied to what happens in this frozen wilderness. Rising sea levels threaten coastal cities, alter weather systems, and impact agriculture and biodiversity worldwide. Antarctica's ice sheets are sentinels of climate change, their shifting patterns a stark reminder of the fragility of Earth's systems. Every glacier that retreats, every iceberg that carves into the ocean, reverberates across the planet, connecting this isolated continent to communities thousands of kilometers away. In understanding Antarctica, we understand the heartbeat of the Earth. Its ice, glaciers, and hidden lakes tell a story of balance and interconnection, of forces that operate on a scale far beyond human experience. As scientists continue to study this frozen frontier, we are reminded that the fate of Antarctica is inseparable from the fate of the planet itself. In the vast silence of its icy plains, the lessons of resilience, fragility, and global responsibility are written, waiting for us to listen. Antarctica, the last great frontier of our planet, is a land of extremes, where the elements dominate every aspect of life and survival. Temperatures can plummet below -60 degrees, winds howl with relentless fury, and storms sweep across the ice with little warning, transforming the landscape into a blur of white. For explorers and scientists venturing into this frozen wilderness, each step is a calculated risk, each decision weighed against the harsh realities of a continent that refuses to yield its secrets easily. The challenges of Antarctic exploration are as monumental as the continent itself. Thick, unbroken ice stretches as far as the eye can see, masking treacherous crevasses and hidden subglacial lakes beneath its frozen surface. Navigation becomes a test of endurance and precision, with compasses rendered unreliable near the magnetic poles and GPS signals struggling against the vast expanse of uncharted terrain. Every expedition must be meticulously planned, supplies carefully rationed, and survival equipment engineered to withstand the relentless cold. Yet despite these formidable obstacles, human curiosity drives the pursuit of knowledge. Modern technology has transformed how we explore this icy frontier. Ice-penetrating radar allows researchers to peer through kilometers of ice, revealing hidden mountains, subglacial lakes, and ancient glaciers that have been frozen for millennia. Deep ice drilling projects pierce the frozen sheets to extract cores, each layer of ice a chapter in Earth's climatic history, preserving the delicate signatures of past temperatures, volcanic eruptions, and even atmospheric composition. Through these methods, scientists reconstruct ancient climates, trace the movement of glaciers, and uncover the footprints of ecosystems that existed long before humans arrived. Vehicles engineered for the ice, specialized aircraft, and remote controls. Lealed drones now extend the reach of exploration, allowing access to regions previously deemed unreachable. Satellite imaging offers a broader perspective, mapping ice flows, monitoring glacial retreats, and tracking the dynamic interactions between ice, ocean, and atmosphere. Together, these tools form an arsenal that bridges the gap between human limitation and the continent's boundless expanse. But technology alone cannot overcome the raw power of Antarctica. Every expedition requires resilience, adaptability, and a profound respect for the environment. Scientists face frostbite, isolation, and the psychological strain of weeks in complete darkness during the polar winter. Storms can trap teams for days, while shifting ice and hidden crevasses constantly challenge even the most experienced researchers. Each journey is a delicate balance between ambition and survival, a testament to human courage in the face of nature's harshest extremes. Antarctica guards its secrets jealously, yet slowly. With perseverance and ingenuity, we are beginning to understand its stories. From hidden mountains beneath miles of ice to subglacial lakes untouched for millions of years, every discovery is a triumph over adversity. The continent may be inhospitable, but it is also a living laboratory, offering insights into Earth's past, present, and future. In the silent vastness of its frozen plains, exploration becomes more than a mission. It is a dialogue with a land that has remained largely unchanged for eons, revealing its mysteries to those willing to brave its unforgiving beauty. As our journey across the frozen expanse of Antarctica comes to a close, one truth becomes strikingly clear. This is a land unlike any other, a living time capsule that preserves the story of our planet. Beneath its vast sheets of ice, in hidden subglacial lakes and ancient mountains buried for millions of years, lie clues that speak of Earth's past climates, the evolution of life, and the forces that have shaped the continents over eons. Each discovery, whether a microbial life form thriving in extreme isolation or the slow flow of a glacier inching toward the sea, offers a glimpse into processes that operate on scales both immense and invisible. Antarctica is more than a frozen wilderness. It is a laboratory where the planet reveals itself in ways that cannot be replicated elsewhere. The active volcanoes, like Mount Arabus, demonstrate the raw, molten energy at the Earth's core, interacting with glaciers in a delicate yet powerful dance of fire and ice. The retreating Thuait Glacier reminds us of the fragility of our climate systems, highlighting the interconnection between ocean, ice, and atmosphere that governs life far beyond the polar circle. In the depths of hidden lakes and trenches, untouched ecosystems offer insight into life's resilience, hinting at possibilities for survival in even the harshest conditions, on Earth and perhaps even on other worlds. Yet, for all its scientific treasures, Antarctica remains enigmatic. The Ellsworth Highlands and the Gamburtsev Mountains guard secrets of a warmer, ancient Earth, while the deep ice sheets conceal layers of history preserved like pages in a frozen archive. Every core drilled, every radar scan, and every remote observation brings us closer to understanding the continent's story, but with each revelation, new questions arise. What organisms have evolved entirely in isolation? How have tectonic shifts and glacials movements shaped the land beneath the ice? And how will this fragile ecosystem respond to the accelerating changes brought by human activity and a warming planet? Exploration here is not just about discovery. It is an act of stewardship. Antarctica teaches us to observe, to respect, and to listen to the subtle signals of a world that has endured for millennia. Its extremes inspire both awe and humility, reminding us that our understanding of the Earth is still limited, and that the answers to some of our greatest questions about climate, life, and planetary history may lie hidden beneath layers of ice and stone. As we leave this frozen continent behind, the lessons it imparts linger. Antarctica is a mirror of the Earth's past, a guide to its present, and a warning and a promise for its future. It shows us the resilience of life, the power of natural forces, and the profound connections that bind the planet's systems together. In every crevice of ice, every volcanic plume, and every silent subglacial lake, Antarctica continues to whisper its secrets, inviting the curious and the brave to uncover its mysteries. The frozen land endures, timeless, yet ever-changing. A living time capsule revealing the story of our world, and perhaps the possibilities of life beyond it. As we leave the frozen expanses of Antarctica, one thing becomes clear. This is more than just a land of ice and snow. It is a living time capsule, holding the story of our planet in every glacier, volcano, and hidden lake. From the fiery heart of Mount Arabus to the mysterious depths of Lake Vosto, we've glimpsed the extremes of nature and the resilience of life against unimaginable odds. Antarctica reminds us of Earth's power, fragility, and the secrets that still await discovery beneath its frozen surface. Each expedition, each study, brings us closer to understanding the forces that shape our world and the possibilities that lie beyond. If the mysteries of this icy frontier captivated you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Mysteries of Earth. Join us as we continue exploring the planet's most extraordinary and hidden wonders.